Trump has issued an executive action in which he says basically history's gotten out of balance as the American government either funds it through museums or national parks. And he said instead that this federal role in history should instead focus on the greatness of the achievements and the progress of the American people. So President Trump thinks there's an imbalance in the way we talk about history. How do you see that?
I don't see the imbalance. I think we need to celebrate the greatness of the American people. The greatness of the American people comes from telling these complicated stories. And that's a good story is a good story is a good story. That's what you're looking for. You don't want to just say it. Otherwise, it's just sort of slogans that are put up on the wall. We want to feel that we know who Thomas Jefferson is. We need to understand the internal struggles that Abraham Lincoln had. We have to understand what was going through Rosa Parks' mind when she refused to give up her seat on the bus. This in no way takes away from the glory. It just makes the story fuller and richer and permits purchase for everyone. You want a history to be complicated because it gives everybody a chance to own or have access to it.
Diversity of voice and storytelling was important to you. That also is under assault at the moment. The president basically is trying to remove all efforts to keep diversity in mind. Is there something that is lost in that?
Well, you know, there's a strength in a wagon wheel of all the different spokes into the hub. We're all looking for the hub, whatever the hub is, meaning, you know, something that pulls us together, that chorus. That's what we're all about. And so that the strength of that wheel has to do with having the spokes and having a multitude of perspectives. The impulse for some is to say there's only one perspective. And that's true of many different things. Sometimes say it's got to be only from this perspective. It's got to be Freudian, or it's got to be Marxist economic, or it's got to be symbolic, or it's got to be, postmodern, or whatever the thing is. You don't need that.